in the quiet village of Umadim, there lived a boy named Obi. He was the only son of his mother, a poor widow who sold palm oil in the market. Obi was strong, clever, and quick to learn. But he had one great flaw. He was greedy. Whenever food was served, Obi always demanded the largest portion. If cola nuts were shared among the children, Obi would grab more than his fair share. Even when his mother sent him to run errands, he would keep a part of the money for himself. At first, people laughed and called him the hungry boy. But soon, his greed began to bring him trouble. One bright morning, Obi's mother cooked a small pot of yam porridge. She had worked hard the day before, and this was all they had left. She called him, "My son, let us eat this yam together. Eat some and leave some for the evening." But Obi frowned. "Mama, this yam is too small. How can I be satisfied with such a little meal?" Without waiting for permission, he took the pot and ate nearly everything, leaving only scraps for his mother. His mother sighed deeply but said nothing. In her heart she worried. She knew that a child who could not control his appetite would one day suffer for it. That afternoon, Obi went to the farm with his friends. On the way, they passed by the mango trees near the river. The fruits hung heavy and ripe, their sweet scent filling the air. The boys decided to pick some. Everyone climbed, laughing and singing, each plucking only a few mangoes. But Obi wanted more. He climbed higher, filling his cloth with as many mangoes as he could carry. "Obi, come down before the branch breaks," his friends shouted. But Obi ignored them. He wanted every mango for himself. Suddenly, the branch snapped beneath him. He tumbled down, landing hard on the ground. His mangoes scattered everywhere. His friends helped him up, but he had twisted his ankle. Limping home, he realized that in his greed, he had gained nothing. He lost his mangoes and he hurt himself. Still, his heart refused to change. Weeks later, news spread through the village that the elders would hold the annual Yam Festival. On this day, each household brought food, and the gods were honored with offerings. The children were most excited because after the prayers, they were allowed to eat freely. Obi's eyes shone when he heard this. He began to plan how he could eat more than anyone else. The day of the festival came. The square was filled with music and laughter. Pots of soup bubbled, and roasted meat filled the air with its rich aroma. When the prayers ended, everyone rushed to eat. Obi ran from pot to pot, grabbing food from every place. He ate with both hands, swallowing so quickly that even the elders frowned at him. "Obi, slow down," one man warned. "Your stomach is not wider than the earth." But Obi laughed and stuffed more meat into his mouth. He ate until his belly swelled, but still he wanted more. He slipped quietly to the shrine where the offering to the gods had been placed, a roasted goat, still steaming and rich with spice. He looked around. No one was watching. Obi reached out and tore a large piece of meat. But before he could swallow, a sudden wind blew across the shrine. The goat's eyes opened. The roasted animal stood up as though alive, its body glowing with fire. Obi screamed and dropped the meat, but it was too late. The spirit of the offering had been angered. A voice boomed. "Greedy child! You have taken what is meant for the gods. You shall learn your lesson." In an instant, Obi's swollen belly grew even larger, round like a drum. He staggered, crying out, but no matter how he tried, the swelling did not stop. The villagers gathered, shocked. His mother ran to him, tears in her eyes. "Forgive my son, great ones," she pleaded. "He is foolish, but he is only a child." The spirit's voice echoed again. He will be forgiven, but only when he learns to give instead of taking. From that day, Obi could not eat without pain. Each bite made his stomach ache as if filled with stones. He wept and begged for help. At last, his mother spoke softly. "My son, you must change. Share what little you have. Give food to others, and perhaps the spirits will release you." Though reluctant, Obi obeyed. The next day, when children passed by their hut, he called them. He offered them some of his porridge. His stomach still ached, but a little less. The following week, he gave part of his roasted yam to an old man. The pain eased further. Little by little, Obi learned to give. And the more he gave, the lighter his belly felt. At last, during the next Yam Festival, he carried a small basket of yams to the shrine as his own offering. He knelt and said, "I have been greedy, but now I wish to give." A cool breeze blew. The fire in the shrine flickered, and the swelling in his belly vanished. The villagers cheered. Obi wept with relief. From that day he was no longer called the greedy boy, but the boy who learned to share. And so, Obi grew into a man respected by many, because he discovered a truth that every child must learn. Greed will fill your hands but empty your heart, while generosity may empty your hands but will fill your life with peace.